Welcome to Crestron DMC-E. The source device, or the content itself in the case of HDCP 2.2, decides whether or not HDCP is required. If it is, the device will request encryption from the sinks downstream, i.e. displays, including any HDMI repeaters, example DM switchers, DMPSs, AVRs, etc. This connection/verification is repeated every 2 seconds while the content is being displayed. We must, and do, abide by the rules of HDCP. Otherwise, source devices would not trust Crestron equipment and, therefore, would not allow their content to be displayed. Here we have an overview of HDCP as it is today, as well as a bit of history. There are two main versions of HDCP used today. HDCP 1.4 is usually used with 1080p devices. HDCP 2.2 is usually used with 4K 60 devices. HDCP 2.2 added something called a high-value content flag. Essentially, 4K content was high-value content, and therefore, the receiving device must have the HDCP 2.2 chipset installed in order to view the content. However, resolution technically isn't related to the version of HDCP. In other words, HDCP and HDMI versions are not related to each other. You should always check the maximum resolution and supported HDCP version on the device. All Crestron products with 4KZ in the model number support HDCP 2.2, which is the current, most commonly used standard. If HDCP encrypted content is routed to a non-compliant sink, the DM output is disabled. The video is covered with a black frame, and the audio is muted. HDCP status can be monitored by a control system program. The front panel of digital media switchers and DM tool report the disabled output. Crestron Digital Media only disables unauthenticated outputs. Other outputs routed to the same input are unaffected. HDCP support can be configured on DM inputs. There are three options on 4KZ devices: HDCP 2.2, HDCP 1.x, support disabled, or support enabled. Thank you for watching.